So, what is it we're going to be looking at this week?
We're going to, well, first we're going to check the actual results. So I'm done clicking the buttons. So let's do that. By the way, how epic was our cocktail party at the Global Online Speed Networking event?
Oh, the cocktail party was amazing. It was so much fun. And I still can't believe I thought I went to bed early, but I didn't.
You didn't. I went to bed early and it was 1 a.m. my time. And you were
Oh,
still very much partying with the rest of the tribe at that stage. So
yeah. No, it was a really good night from what I can remember.
ah,
Um,
it was so fun, guys. If you missed it, the next one is coming up on 21 May 2021. We're having our Global Online Speed Networking event and after party. It's going to be lit as always. You have to be there. If you're not there, you're missing out.
exactly. You have to be there. You
Okay,
have
cool.
to.
Are you ready to check out our analytics?
I am, and I'm very excited.
The nervous. Oh my goodness! That's good. Is that good? Is it
That
good?
is really good.
Wow, that's a lot of views. And our completion rate like has gone up by like 5% since you started working on or since you worked with me on the wording. So that's amazing.
Yeah, the completion rate. I mean, that is an excellent conversion rate, 66%. Like, it's like I said before, I always aim for 10%, or I follow the 80-20 rule. It looks like you're doing the 80-20 rule in the opposite way. Um,
Nice. And
but
you
no,
have
that's really good.
81 best friends. You have
Yes.
81.
Oh,
And then
this
we have
best friend party is going to be the best.
we have 68 mighty mentees,
Oh, look how
57
lonely
Zoom
you guys are going
snipers.
to be.
We
Only
have
19 of you.
20. We will have to team up with all of you.
Oh, no, that is quite interesting, though, that there are so many sneaky Pete's and mighty mentees as well. I expected a lot of people to come back with the best friend, and I'm surprised
I
by how little the rising star is.
I really thought it was going to be like 80% rising stars and the rest of you. I can't believe that. It's very interesting. It's super interesting. I wonder if rising stars are just like so busy being stars, like they don't have time for doing quizzes.
I was going to say I would be curious to know, like, who we are, whether the numbers are there like that because we're attracting more best friends over rising stars, or whether rising stars are really just that rare.
Yeah, it's super interesting. And then, I mean, our leads, it looks like our leads, like we could kind of bank because this has been on 20% since we basically started. So we know for a fact, like for the amount of people, like 20% of everyone that views. So 1 in 5 people will put in their email address for more info.
Yeah,
That's really interesting. Okay, and then we have 181 leads. And what we're working on at the moment is the email so that those leads actually turn into people that make bookings with me, which, by the way, did I tell you?
go on.
Last week, someone took our booking for the first time. So just after we worked on our emails, like the first person actually like made the booking, and for the first time ever I was paid to talk them through the tribe benefits. Like usually I do that for free, but then this time I was like paid for that whole process and putting them in touch with all the leads and everything and doing the networking coaching and stuff.
See, I told you if you get your messaging right, people will pay for it because you're still working, you're still providing value. So well done.
Thank you. Thank you to you. If it wasn't for your emails, then that would have never happened. I'm like so convinced of that. So Let's make more, shall we?
Let's make more.
Okay. Are we quickly going to do the email and then we're going to talk about your personality?
Yeah, I think we should do it that way around.
Okay.
I'm really happy with those numbers, by the way. They are increasing exponentially. I mean, when
So
you think
we're
back to when,
2 weeks in and we got 181 leads.
yeah,
So our email list basically grew by 181.
which I think is really good.
Yeah, I mean, like without this, like how many leads would I usually get a week? 10 by myself, like manually.
Yeah. So
So this is good. This is really good.
it is really, really good.
I'm so happy. Okay. Okay, so last time we worked on email 2 in our sequence. This time we want to work on email 3.
Yeah.
So email 2 was about Paradise, and we basically just like reminded them of clicking and making the booking, which basically I wanted to ask you, like the call to action, is it going to remain the same, like for how many emails?
So there's 5 emails in total for the sequence, isn't there?
There's 7.
There's 7. Okay, so I would say you want at least to get 4 done with the similar call to action.
Okay.
Then the 5th one, you can change it and you can sell something because by then they've warmed up to you enough. But what you eventually want to do is invite them to a networking opportunity.
Yes, that's what I was wondering. Like, when do we get to do that?
So after the 5th one.
Okay. Okay, cool.
In fact, yeah, if you do that on the 5th one, the 6th one can be a reminder, and then the 7th one can be a follow-up.
Okay. What's the difference between a reminder and a follow-up?
So a follow-up, you could request feedback. A follow-up could be what happens after the networking event where you're asking for them to sign up and become a member. It's up to you how you work the sequence and how regularly you're sending these out.
Okay. So is one of your key ways of like converting customers through email?
Yes.
And you're my bestie. Did I tell you how much I love you?
Well, I've realized today just how skilled of a writer I am. I will explain when we're not live, and even you'll be like, I didn't think of that.
You always tell me that. Just tell me. Like, why can't you tell me?
Because I'm live at the moment.
Okay. Bye, guys. Joking. I just want to know.
Okay. So first of all, let's start off with the subject line. What are you putting there to get people to open up the email?
Mighty men avoid hell, here's how. And then this needs to change the header. So must I change this?
I like the avoid hell, here's how. I couldn't say it then. And yeah, it's good to have the mighty mentee because it keeps that fresh, I suppose. So yeah, you could keep it like that.
Okay.
Did
I tell you Tasha is going to start coaching me on so you think you can grow your social media presence?
You did? You told me on Friday?
Isn't that fun? So just like we're doing now, we'll have like a session with her as well. And we're going to also have numbers. So she said she's going to set like goals. So let's grow YouTube by this much. And then every week we'll see like, okay, doing this.
Well, have
like,
you seen her YouTube channel? How many subscribers she's getting now?
I haven't. How many does she have now?
I remember a few weeks ago there was over 500 and now she's got over 750.
Wow. So that is amazing because at the moment we have 52 on YouTube.
52 subscribers and yet one of your videos has got over 2,000 views.
Yes.
We should have asked them
Don't.
to subscribe during that video.
Yes, we should. I'll just make you do another one.
With my big head. Not at the
Yes.
moment, I'm a bit sunburnt. Okay, let's have a look at this anyway.
Okay. So
I
must
need
I
to,
like read you through this, or how do you want to do this?
if you don't mind, because I can't really see it very well. It's a bit blurry my end for some reason.
So it says, Highness Hal for any mighty mint. Your Hal and like colon. No one wants to help you. You're trying different things, taking different courses, but you don't have invested mentors. You're running out of money, ideas, and steam. Sometimes you even think about giving up on the entrepreneurial journey and getting a 9 to 5 again. You know that this is a waste of your potential and you can do so much better, but right now you just can't seem to see the wood from the tree and you get taken advantage of all the time. Sounds like hell on earth, right? Wow. Don't ever have to go there. Lucky for you, we figured out just what you need to do in order to avoid ending up on Hell's Island. So let's talk about what it takes to avoid hell and paradise as a mighty man. And then this bold part says Leonie Dorfling, the original mighty mentee, the networking personality of Lifestyle magazine. And we happen to know exactly how she did it. One of her secrets is that she attended every single Explore Project on coffee shop conversation show we ever hosted. She wasn't necessarily speaking up at all of them, but what she was doing was showing up, creating mentors. By doing this and consistently showing up, she was in a place where she had powers to learn from and attract the right mentors. So much so that those mentors would end up building fire for her. So if you want to do what Leonie did, you should copy our standing calendar invite to your calendar and join us every week for the show. Join us live for the Coffee Shop Conversation show. Do what Leonie did, dress up, show up, never give up, and then download the following iCalendar file to your calendar system. And there's an add to calendar button. And then the PS I want to change.
Okay, so it's really difficult because I can't actually see the words. It looks like hieroglyphics.
Should I send it to you on WhatsApp quickly?
Yes, please, and then at least I can.
It's going to be difficult to write without you being able to write, right? Okay, let me just.
Oh my God. Okay, while you're doing that and while we're live, can you see that image? Just have a look on the Zoom camera.
Okay, I'll have a look now. Because I can't see you when I'm sharing the screen.
I know.
Where are you? Oh, now I lost you completely. Steven! We didn't plan this. I can't find you. I'm giving up on
Stop
finding
sharing
you.
the screen.
Wait, but first, I just want to snip this to you. So you. Otherwise, you're not going to fix my emails. Which I'll never become a millionaire. I want to be a millionaire. So freaking bad.
Oh, buy all of the things. Shouldn't really sing that, should I?
Why not?
We're not ready yet.
Oh, yeah, no, not yet. But I think that now I must stop. Yeah.
Okay, so this image is me in LA.
You're an angel.
And Leonie is begging me to let her use it on the website.
That's awesome.
Oh.
Well, your giant face got us like 2000K plus like viewers. If she uses that photo, she'll probably get more.
Okay.
Just saying.
So,
peer pressure is a thing.
I think, okay, let's come back onto the topic. I agree, but anyway, you watch this be crystal clear now, and I can see it. It is, I can see
Okay.
it. Okay, so instead of this is hell for any mighty mentee, why not start off by changing that first line into a question? Don't you just hate it when people ignore you, or don't you just hate it that nobody wants to help?
So don't you just hate it that nobody wants to help? Like that.
Yeah, it's just something like that, just a question. And then next line.
Mhm.
Oh, good, it's going blurry again, so we've got the phone. Instead of saying your hell, just say, do you ever feel like no matter what you try, you can ask a second question, that's fine.
Do you ever feel like no matter what you try?
Uh, I like that actually. The penny the penny just hasn't dropped.
The penny just hasn't dropped.
You've read all the books.
You've read all the books.
You've taken different courses.
You've taken different courses. You're running out of money, ideas, and steam.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then the next part is
Sometimes you even think about giving up.
I think that part should stay.
What part?
That part about the giving up, that should definitely stay. That should be the next line.
Oh,
Yeah, like that.
like this.
Uh, I would change from where you've got the. I don't know where it is on yours. Hold on. Yeah, so where you've got, you know that this is a waste of your potential, and you can do so much better. Add
Mhm.
on to that. So break that sentence up. Get rid of where you've got but. Just put that further down a minute because we might keep that.
Okay.
If only you had somebody guiding you.
Only you had somebody guiding you. Okay.
Full stop. And then I think that, but right now you just can't seem to see the wood from the trees. I think that should just be its own sentence like that. So just make the B a capital.
Okay.
And can you remove 2 exclamation marks?
If you insist. Done.
Okay, so then the next part is sounds like hell on earth, right? I like that. That's a good question. Okay, where you've got the question, sounds like hell on earth, right?
Yeah.
Can you then, where well is, just move that down to so,
Yeah.
and then make the sounds like hell on earth, right? Bolger.
Okay.
Hold on 2 seconds.
Hello? Steven,
Oh, I was muted.
you say hold on for 2 seconds. And then you're just
I was
like
reading and then I
leaving me.
forgot to unmute myself. So
Okay, Basty. Are you back now?
I'm back now. So that whole sentence where you've got well first name, you don't ever have to go there.
Mm-hmm.
Delete that whole thing.
Okay.
Even right up to the mighty mentee, that line as well.
Okay.
And then just put here's how to avoid hell.
Here's how to avoid hell.
I'll let you put 3 dots.
Thank you.
Leonie Dorfling, the original Mighty Mentee, used her networking personality to launch Entrepreneur's Lifestyle magazine, and we happen to know exactly how she did it. Okay, after did it, move one of her secrets down.
Okay.
One of her secrets is that she attended every single Explore Project Entrepreneurs coffee shop conversation show we ever hosted. She wasn't necessarily speaking up at all of them, showing up, creating interest, collecting mentors. Yeah, that's fine. By doing this and consistently showing up, she constantly put herself in a space where she could use, I think it's supposed to say her superpowers,
Yeah.
and superpowers is one word.
Oh my gosh, there I completely messed it up. Her super powers. Yeah.
To learn from and attract the right mentors. Could you make the right mentors italic?
The right mentors, that whole bit.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go.
Then the next part. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. And then, yeah, we need to change the PS.
The what?
The PS.
Oh, okay. Does that calendar part make sense?
It does to, see, it's not very, very clear. Why don't you, instead of join us live, why don't you do what Leonie did and come to our coffee shop conversation show? And then have the dress up, show up, never give up.
Okay. Why don't you do what Leonie did and come to our coffee shop conversation show with an
Yeah.
exclamation mark?
I'll allow it.
Okay, and then do what Leonie did, dress up, show up, never give up. And then download and import the following iCalendar file to your calendar system. Will people be able to do that, or must I give them like another link to come join us on the show? Or
I'd give them another link.
like what link would I give them? Because I want to have them on Zoom.
Come and watch. Instead of that, come and watch the coffee shop conversation show. And then what we can do is when they come and watch, we can invite them to reach out.
But how are we going to do that?
In the coffee shop conversation show.
Oh, when they're watching, like we're
Yeah.
going to say something.
Yeah.
What are we going to say?
I don't know, something along the lines of if you'd like to come onto this show, all you have to do is comment below and we'll get back to you, or email me on.
Oh, that is a good idea. Okay, and then we can talk to them one by one.
Yeah. So
Okay.
You can watch the conversation show here, put in the Facebook link or the YouTube link, and then we'll see you there.
So watch the show live on Facebook.
Yeah.
But now the problem is like all I can give them then is the Explore Protect page. So
In
now
which
they're
case, I have a better idea.
okay. Must I tell them just to email me and then I can invite them? I can send them the calendar invite.
I have a different idea.
Okay.
Instead of making this about the show, why not make it about the Facebook page? Part of the community.
Okay. How do we do that?
Literally say, join our Facebook page, stay up to date on the latest from Explore ProTech, and watch see Leone in action or something like that.
So now they're not coming to the show anymore, they're just liking the page.
Yeah, so if you get them involved that way, because don't forget, the whole idea of this is that you're building the credibility. If you had, what are we on, email 3? If you had 3 emails of somebody inviting you to the show, would you go?
I don't know.
If you've
No.
never heard of them, chances are you're not.
No.
So I would invite them to like the Facebook page instead.
Okay. That makes sense. Do we invite them to like Facebook or subscribe to the YouTube channel?
You could do both. One of them could go in the PS, the other one could be there.
Okay. Tell me, what do I write? So I'm guessing
Okay.
we're changing everything after.
No, that all stays the same. All you have to do in that box that's above the button.
Yeah. I love how you say button. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
You're so posh. I'm like, it's a button. Okay, what am I putting in the box above the button?
All you have to do put in that is like our Facebook page, and you get to see Leone, the original Mighty Mentee, in action.
Okay, so like our Facebook page and you'll get to see Leone in action on our show.
Yeah.
On our show. Can I put a capital S?
Yes.
Thank you. I'll allow it. Okay, now do I put a link on this? Or no?
You can do, but then what's the point if you've got the button?
I don't know. Like, how does this work? I'm not the expert.
So just change the button to join our group or like our Facebook page or whatever it is. I don't even know anymore. There's that many of them.
Like. Okay, start typing. Like our Facebook page. Like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do I need to tell them then, like, because they like our Facebook page, they will then be notified whenever we go live?
Yeah, actually, you could put that. You could put it in that sentence you've just written that I can no longer read because it's gone blurry again.
Okay, what do I? Can I just say, when?
You could put "Don't miss another live." Don't miss another live. See Leone in action. Join our Facebook. Is it a Facebook page or a Facebook group?
It's a page.
Okay, then like our Facebook page.
Okay, don't miss another live. See Leone in action. Like our Facebook page. Do I need to put "Don't miss another live show"?
Yeah, you could put that.
Do I put "live" in caps?
No, live like that is fine. Mind you, it might make it stand out. Yeah, put it in capitals.
Okay. Don't miss another live show. See Leonie in action. Like our Facebook page. Okay, and then no link on that Facebook page because the link is only on the button.
You could hyperlink the words Facebook page, but don't just drop a link in there.
Okay. Okay. That's hyperlinked. Okay, and then the PS, or are you going to say something about YouTube?
Yeah, you could just put also don't forget you could subscribe to our YouTube channel and then put a winky face and a link to the YouTube channel.
So also don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Winky Face.
You haven't written the words winky face, have you?
No, I haven't. I was contemplating it though. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. Okay, let me just get the link for the YouTube channel, on which we are live right now. It's really funny. We can actually watch our own live as we're doing it live. Anyway, now I'm just messing around.
That is so meta. Could you imagine?
We can comment on our own jokes. I'm just in such a good mood. I'm sorry. Okay, do I now just hyperlink the words YouTube channel
Yes.
to the... Okay, thank you for spelling that out. Can I just say how amazing it is to be working with you, like, on this? Like, thank you so much. Like, do you see how many questions I have, though? That's why for someone like me, it is so vital to have, like, coaching from someone like you, like this. Like... So guys, if you want the same, you need to get in touch with Steven. He can totally do the same for you. Right,
The thing
Steven?
is, yeah, that is true. That is true. Just get in touch with me anytime. And it's like Nestine says, sometimes it's not that she doesn't know. It's just, it's nice to have that person confirm
Yeah.
that you're doing it wrong or doing it right or just guiding you.
Yeah. Okay, I really like this. Are we done with this one?
We're done with this one.
Yay! Awesome! Another one bites the dust. Boom. Okay, and that is 3 out of 7 emails. Totally done. I am so happy because once they are done, they're like done for life. Well, maybe not life, but a really long time.
They're done until you don't need them anymore. They're pretty much evergreen.
Isn't that amazing? It's like a complete digital asset in like for forever, just like collecting leads and talking to the leads, and love it. Okay, Steven, are you ready to talk about your actual personality?
I am.
Yay! Okay, so this week we need to talk about more tips for if you're the best friend, like networking tips. And like I got so many juicy tips last week that I all scheduled to go out on Facebook. So guys, you really do want to like our Facebook page because it's all coming out from there. Oh, and I got I wrote blog content about it as well. That was awesome. So let's just have a discussion like that again. So I'll interrogate you about your networking and the way you do it, and then you can just give me answers. How's that?
Yep, that sounds perfect.
Yay! Okay. What do I want to know about the way you network? So we spoke about how important it is to kind of choose the people that you have coffee with. What is your strategy when you're going to a global online speed networking event like the one we did on Friday?
Anything to showcase my personality. Anything that makes me approachable. I try not to. I have a reputation within the tribe of asking really difficult questions. I try not to do that during a global online speed networking event because the idea is that I attract people in and then can start to develop and build trust with them. And um, yeah, that's it. Basically, the whole idea is to just open that connection so I can build trust. Once I've done that, it's a lot easier to be friends and get
Do you
business.
do you find it like easier to build that connection or to create to draw people in, like as you say, like as a host or when you're not hosting?
Um, I would say probably when I'm not hosting, because when I'm hosting, my only focus is to make sure that everybody gets to showcase something about themselves, so then conversations can happen. Um, there was a very, very, very excellent example of somebody utilizing their best friend personality type at the event.
Tell me all about it.
So it was, I'm sure she won't mind. It was Janine.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, and she naturally was listening to what people were saying, and then she was engaging with them, having conversations with them, and then suggesting ways in which she could help them. And it was never once about her making that sale. It was about her making it that very good first impression, being confident, being helpful, being of service, so people would remember who she is, so then she can keep that connection going.
Which really like helped a lot because as I remember, like everyone basically remembers who's Janine from the networking event, right?
That is true. And that's it exactly. It's about being memorable. Your camera's frozen, by the way, which is very memorable. Um,
I'll fix that now. So at least I'm not like frozen in such a weird pose this time. I actually like that pose. I might leave it.
that is a pose though, isn't it? It's better than my normal froze face. My normal frozen face is like
Okay. So, I mean, it really worked. Like, even this morning, she was emailing me and she was literally asking for one of the people's contact details. And she said in the email, like, it's just because she has like a couple of referrals for him that she wants to send along. And my first impression again was, oh, this is the bubbly, awesome person that everyone loved from the speed networking event. And then I was like, oh, she's helping other people. I like her. I just want to
yeah,
have her as a best friend. I'm
that's it exactly.
I'm
That is
starting
it.
to get it.
Yeah, so it is easier to do that from a non-hosting perspective because as a host, you've got to be able to keep that conversation going. You've got to be able to be memorable, but not in a business capacity, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
Um, so whenever I did speak and I spoke about me, I briefly touched on what I do, but then I was asking, person A question that could help person B and just trying to get that conversation going.
Okay.
Um, but I do enjoy being a host. It can be fun. There can be some very interesting conversations that happen.
Yeah. Okay. Now, how many referrals have you given to people like from the Global Online Speed Networking event since the event?
Um, so the event was on Friday. I
Yeah.
have a list of 12 people who I want to put in touch with other people from within the tribe because it works out for them. I haven't done it as of yet because my Monday hasn't gone as planned. Um,
And I mean, Friday night was pretty much right off. So was
and
Saturday
so was
morning.
Saturday and pretty much Sunday. Um,
After parties at networking events are the best, just
they
saying.
are. You have the most relaxing weekend afterwards.
I know, right? It was freaking amazing. And then you turn up like this, like smiley faced on a Monday. You're like, it's Monday, and you're like, I don't care. It can be Monday all day. It's an awesome day.
Exactly. But yeah, there are, like I said, a list of about 12 people that I met that I wanted to put in touch with other people. Um, and it's not just about the fact that I'm referring these 12 to potentially 12 plus other people. It's how these 12 can also serve these other people. So then instead of just being remembered for referring these 12 individuals to my network, I am then also remembered by my network for referring these 12 individuals, which doubles up the number of people who think of Stephen.
That's awesome. And is that the name of the game? Like making sure there's like a substantial amount of people that are always thinking of Stephen.
Basically, yes, that is how you build a reputable, credible, sustainable business.
I love that. That is going on a networking tip poster. Okay. Those referrals, like how much do you go out of your way to kind of like look for them? Or is it like maybe was it like a lot harder in the beginning when you were still building your network to have people to refer to other people? Or does it get easier as you go? Are these just things that you think of off the top of your head? Like how hectic are you with curating these referrals? I'm going into my analytical side now, so
No, that's fine.
maybe start
But,
speaking.
okay, so to answer your question, when I very first started doing this, I was obviously physically attending networking events. And I would have conversations with people, and then because I'm a bit of a social butterfly and I literally float around the room having loads of conversations, and then by the end of the day I've ended up with a group of people around me and we all go out afterwards. But what I do is I store information. I know that Joe Blogs provides accounting services, but I also know that Catherine wants an accountant to provide an overview of her financial situation. So there's a connection that I've made on that day. And then it's just about being the middleman for the introduction. You know, oh, Catherine, have you met Joe? Joe's an accountant, and you were saying, and then they take over the conversation. But because I'm the one that's connected them, I get remembered that way. I do also get remembered for being the fun life soul of the party afterwards as well. But it's just about being able to understand people and being empathetic, and it helps that I'm quite an outgoing person and I don't mind talking.
I like that. Okay, so you were doing that even at like physical networking events. That's really cool. Now my next question for you is then, do you actively ask questions to find out like if Karen needs an accountant? Or do you actively try to figure out like what is someone's problem? So that you can help solve it?
I think that is just, I put it down to my natural curiosity. We all have a reason for being there. We all have a reason for wanting to network. Those reasons don't necessarily have to be for the same thing. I went to a marketing network event a couple of years ago, and this is probably the best example I've got. Everybody that I met was there for a completely different reason, but it was all related to marketing. But it just shows you how broad even a niched event can be. So when it came to Explore ProTech and the Global Online Speed Networking event, as soon as I arrived, I knew that my goal was, I want to make friends. Yeah. I'm lonely. I'm fed up. It's me and my laptop. I'm not talking to anyone. I need people in my life.
Let's make friends.
Yeah. And that's literally what I did. I went out of my way to make friends. Um, Likewise, I've been to events where, oh, I could do with knowing another uh, graphic designer, or so I keep an eye out for that. But you're not going to find out who does what unless you ask the questions.
Mm. That's
And
really cool. That means like no matter who you're spending time with or what they do, you'll never waste time having a conversation because there's always something that you can do in terms of networking. Like either they can become a client or they become a referral partner or they become a collaboration partner or they become someone that you can connect to someone else so they can actually remember you.
yeah, it networking. Okay, I hate that term networking because everybody assumes it's all to do with business, and it's not.
Yeah.
You are literally networking all the time. If you have a group of friends, you're networking because you're involved with people. And I try to let things happen organically. Sometimes I completely miss the mark and I don't understand what's going on, which is fine. I will then admit that. But I've had it where people have been like, oh, they're talking around me and I'm listening to the conversation, but it hasn't occurred to me, oh, actually, I know somebody who could solve that problem. It just doesn't occur to me on the spot. It happens organically. Um, and sometimes, a few days later, I'll remember, and then I'll be like, okay, who was it talking about it? Let's find their details out, and I'll message them to let them know. And it's always about that follow up as well. That follow up is crucial.
How do you follow up?
Well, obviously, with the online global speed networking event, it tends to be email. But at real events, I collect people's phone numbers, add them on Facebook or LinkedIn, and then I just drop them a message. Um, Without that follow up, then there's no relationship.
Yeah, then you waste your time.
Yeah.
Okay, so with global online speed networking, you're not going for adding them on LinkedIn. You're just straight off emailing them.
If they send me their LinkedIn, then I'm a bit confused by what Josh is doing right now, but okay.
What?
Um,
What's happening?
I'll tell you. My meeting's with him tomorrow, and he's just joined it. I've just had the email come through to say that he's joined my meeting.
Well, we're basically done here, so maybe you have the meeting now. It's fine. I'll let you go. Um,
Oh,
we we got some really amazing tips from you, Stephen. Uh, thank you so much. Am I seeing you again tomorrow for more work on our emails?
um, we can do, but I've got to be choosy with the time. Bear with me. Yeah, tomorrow we can do any time after 5 p.m. your time. I can't do any earlier, unfortunately.
Okay. Shall we do 5? Does that
Yeah,
work?
yeah, that works for me.
Oh, thank you so much. You're a sweetheart. I love you so much. Thank you, Stephen.
It's okay. I love you too. Bye.
Buy his book. Listen to the podcast. I'll take that one every Thursday at 6 a.m. And then the book is called,
Oh no, not another goal setting book.
and it's available on.
It's available on Amazon in Kindle format and available in paperback. And you can also purchase it in ebook format from Google. And I have been told that it is available on the Apple Store now as well. So,
Yay! And if people want to get in contact to get like their email sequences sorted out or coaching on email sequences, just like me.
yeah, by all means, get in touch with me at spwcopywriting.co.uk. I also provide other copywriting services as well, but thank you very much, Nastine. I enjoy these chats.
I love it so much. I enjoy it more. Like, trust me. Your email sequence is going to make me millions. Have fun. Give my regards to Joshua.
I will do.